business. I'm too good with it, and even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith in my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. Just trying to win this race called life. Yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. Yeah. I keep on running in this race called life. Yeah. I won't come in last place in life. No. 'Cause I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. Girl, I just gotta win this race called life. This race called life. Just gotta win this race called life. Yeah. Don't be stressing on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. Just keep going and keep your faith, so you can win this race. This race called life, yeah. This race called life. This race called life, yeah. Race called life. Yeah. I'm grinding 'cause I know that I'm gon' get it. I just gotta have vision, keep faith and be humble. They have some patience with it. I've been A1 since day one, and always on my job. I never been a fake, never had to steal and rob, cause I do good business. I'm too good with it, and even though I'm on this road, I'm still daddy to my children. You know I do good with them, and don't like being missing. But I hate when my bills are thicker and my pockets get thinner. But I can't stress up on the dumb shit, cause God is gonna make a way. I keep going and keep my faith in my pace, so I can win this race. Win this race called life. This race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. Just trying to win this race called life. Yeah. Race called life. I'm just trying to win this race called life. Yeah. I keep on running in this race called life. Yeah. I won't come in last place in life. No. 'Cause I'm just trying to win this race called life. This race called life. Girl, I just gotta win this race called life. This race called life. Just gotta win this race called life.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me get this together, man. What's up, y'all, man? Who's listening anyway? Podcast episode 4, man. It's your host, A1. Yeah, the host with the most, you know. That's what they calling me now. Kevin Samuels versus Dr. Umar Johnson. That's the title on this one today. It's getting crazy out there. What's going on in the conscious community? We got these two calling each other out. The last two people I'd expect to see beefing, man. What they acting like these rappers out here now. This shit getting crazy. Hold on 1 second. Before we go into that, though, we're going to go into this right here.
PPP loan fraud. So let me tell you what I know and what I can tell you about it. And that brings me to PPP loan fraud sentencing. So PPP loans are a federal program. So any case involving PPP loans are going to be charged in federal court. This means that the federal sentencing guidelines apply. So the federal sentencing guidelines chart, and you can see I use this a lot, is based on this graph. So if you can see, there's a column going this way and a column going this way. This column is the offense level, and this column is the criminal history category. And in the middle are series of numbers which correspond to numbers of months. So let me explain, what does this mean, okay? So this column, the offense level column, every crime is assigned a specific offense level. So if you're charged with a theft crime, your base offense level would be 7. Okay, so that brings us here. Assuming you have no prior convictions, you would be in this first row, okay? Then the next calculation is based on the amount of money that was taken. So if you have taken out a $20,000 loan, the offense level is not going to increase that much, and there is likely not going to be prison time involved. Probably a felony conviction and probation and restitution, which means you have to give the money back.
Dang,
but they
felony?
probably will have already seized your account or frozen your account and seized the funds if they're still in the account. The next level of case that I am dealing with, and these are the cases that are being charged. I've been watching the news, I've been getting the Google alerts. The cases that are being charged are the cases that are hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, okay? So these cases would have a higher offense level. Thank you for telling me. There we go. My mic on now. The offense level is based on the amount of money or the amount of loss. So even if you didn't get the money, if you asked for it by fraudulent means, you can still be charged with fraud. That's the thing that shocks most people.
Yes, they're charging y'all with felonies for this, y'all.
Yeah, but by submitting the application and giving fraudulent information to induce the bank to give you the money, you actually did commit fraud. So they would calculate the amount of what they call intended loss to the bank. So whatever that amount is, if
did you hear that? D?
Yeah, they're charging them with fraud, and they're calculating it based off how much they got, what they're gonna get. But it looks like that shit is a felony, irregardless.
Yes, you don't even got to get the bread. All you had to do was apply.
And you got a felony.
And you got a felony. You feel me?
Dang.
All you had to do was apply fraudulently, and they coming for you. If it's 20,000, they say it's probationable. That's with no criminal record, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me let her finish this out.
50,000, the offense level would be higher, not as high as if it were, say, 1.5 million, and then your offense level is going to be higher. The court also looks at whether there were sophisticated means. So if you used a very sophisticated process of creating the documents, that's something that they could argue to increase the sentence. Also, if you used somebody else's name, if you signed somebody else's name, that could be charged as identity theft, which is an additional 2 years on top of
Yes. So anybody who filed under somebody else's name is getting charged with fraud and identity theft. Did you see that video of old girl outside the projects screaming up to the balcony?
Yeah.
She's talking about you did a PPP in my name. Like, come down here. Like, you ain't even got to catch up with her, shorty, because they're going to catch up. Like, it ain't no way around it.
The sentence is, and that's mandatory. The judge has no choice if the government pursues that charge.
So
that's why it's best to get in early. Now, if the government has not frozen your bank account, if you're not under investigation, there is nothing that I can do for you at this point. However, if your account has been frozen, it is likely that they are investigating you, and that is when you give me a call. As far as whether you lied on an application, you applied for a $10,000 or a $20,000 loan, honestly, I don't know what's going to happen with those cases. I don't know if the feds are pursuing them. I think at this point they are looking at the bigger loan amounts, which makes sense because they only have so many resources, even though they are the United States government. So I hope that that answers some of your questions about PPP loan fraud sentencing. And again, if you have been charged or you are under investigation, please call me. The best time to deal with this is before you're arrested.
It's over with.
You don't want to have the feds knocking on your door. However, if you are not under investigation and your bank account hasn't been frozen, take a deep breath and hopefully nothing will happen.
People
Thank
so
you very
thirsty.
much.
What's crazy is people so thirsty. Some of them don't even some of them think it's worth it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So some of them they think it's worth the Fed case they about to catch over that little bit of paper, man.
Now, after the fact, they didn't think it was worth it if they did it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to consciously did some shit knowing that some Fed cases is guaranteed. They just get caught up after the fact now.
It's people running up in the gas station for $100. Knowing they risking jail time, man.
That's jail. That's different. The Fed case shit hit different, nigga. I don't think niggas. I thought they thought.
Hey yo, you that just got that PPP loan. I just want
Don't
you
be
to know
this
that
guy.
if you can't back up that business, you going to jail.
Don't be that guy, man. That's what's going on out here right now. Everybody running around with the big bag. You got to give it back, man. Nothing free, man. So you're gonna pay one way or another. Like, that's the whole thing about it.
Yeah, is you gonna be able to pay it back and not get charges, or is you getting charged regardless? So that's
no, she says you're getting a felony regardless, and you're still gonna have to pay the restitution. So that's where people are gonna be stuck at with that one. Let's go ahead and get into this. Kevin Samuels versus Dr. Umar Johnson. Who you got on this? Who you got in the fight on this one?
Umar, nigga.
You got Umar. Hey, Umar drag him all around the room.
Oh, that little nigga.
That should be funny. Here's how this got started. Kevin Samuels,
woman he never married,
had a caller. Somebody called in popping shit about his brashness. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and let you see the clip.
And how we could take advantage of this opportunity as a whole. But Kevin Samuels got to say.
You mean Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who has 2 children by 2 different women that he never married? Dr. Umar Johnson, the guy that for the last 10 years has not built brick one of a school he's collected money from. Dr. Umar, hold on, ma'am. Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who calls you queen, mother, goddess, and all this other kind of stuff. And again, for those who are keeping score, this is another woman who comes on and says, talk to us more like Umar. The Prince of Pan-African, Big Papa's in the house. Run my donations. I mean, shout out to Umar. I ain't got no problem with the dude, but I think it's funny y'all keep coming over here asking everybody to talk like Umar.
Why you just throwing him under the bus like that?
Cocoa butter and sea moss gold and shit. I beg your pardon.
Now, see, I don't like that, man. I don't like that. He didn't have to throw him under the bus like that. He didn't have to go above and beyond with all that. He could have just said, this ain't the Dr. Umar Johnson show and kept it moving. He was obviously feeling some type of way. That might not have been the first time he heard something like that.
No, he said people keep saying it. He said callers keep telling me to talk like Umar Johnson. So he's tired of hearing that shit.
Like, nigga, I'm not Umar Johnson. Now, for those of you who don't know who Kevin Samuels is, who he presents himself is as a life coach. I think he's a fashion designer or something like that. Is that what he does?
I don't know.
You're not really hip to him like that?
I'm hip to him. I just don't know what he did before this. I thought he was doing like something in board. He was like a boardroom nigga. Like he worked in the business field, like corporate type nigga.
Okay. See, I wasn't even hip to him like that. I don't know why I thought he was doing some weird shit. Because he seems suspect to me anyway. I don't know. I just get that vibe from him.
Yeah, he was like in the corporate setting. He said he had to leave that shit because that's how he talked in the board. Like the way he talked now, he was talking to the females and that shit, and they wasn't having that shit.
Oh, he was getting too much money, huh? Fashion consultant. Okay. We got Brian Harper in the chat. He was a fashion consultant. I knew it had something to do with clothing or along the lines of that. Here's what he does on a day-to-day. He runs his own podcast. Go ahead and check him out. And here's who he is.
Okay.
Are you that?
I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
you made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me what the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But man, you're not a. But you're not.
Whoa.
That. Come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do you model?
Let's try this. Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah. No. Maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye.
No. So you're a 10.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what?
Why though?
I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that. Okay.
Hey, he's got no heart when it comes to his podcast. He's going straight in. He's not holding back. No punches. They say he speaks power to truth. I don't know how true that is. What's your whole take on him right now?
Shit, this is pot. I look at it as entertainment. He found a lane, a niche, and he good at it. And then he just doing that shit and sticking with it. I don't take it too serious what none of these niggas do.
Yeah, you're right. I saw what he was doing. I ain't paying no attention or sharing none of his videos. I just wasn't getting into the whole vibe. It's like he seemed like a pointing fingers type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's accountability though. I like what he do though, because he do hold motherfuckers accountable to themselves. Mm-hmm. So it's a
definitely
that needed to be filled, because I don't think it's too many male black men that do shit like he, to me, he like a black Wendy Williams minus the gossip.
Now, see, to me, he just seems like another Derek John.
Well, I wasn't hip to him. I don't know what his videos used to be about.
Well, he used to be trying to empower women, so he's actually doing the opposite.
Yeah,
but
he's
to me,
opposite. Okay, that's what I thought.
He's in the life coach lane, you know?
He's the opposite. I think he's the
opposite. He's like the opposite, but he's still in the life coach lane, trying to give advice to women. Yeah. You know, that was the lane. It's like, let women give advice to women. Like, I don't know. Here's what Dr. Umar has to say about it. Let me let y'all check this out.
Personality in the world. Life coaching is a small part of what I do. I have credentials. I have 6 degrees in mental health, including a doctorate in clinical psychology.
That's right.
All 3 of my degrees are from top universities in America. Ooh. Top universities in America. Not online. I did not go to school online. I went to class.
That's right.
I'm a doctor of clinical psychology. I have more than 20 years of experience as a therapist. Ooh. I am not a self-made life coach. I am not a self-made life coach. I am credentialed. Ooh. Do you understand me? I am credentialed, well-trained, well experienced. I want to make that clear. So you don't put me in no box with the mainstream bourgeoisie black male life coaches. That ain't what I do. You understand me? I am about revolutionary African organization and liberation. That's what I'm about. Saving these black boys. Right. I am the #1 savior of black boys in America. No psychologist, no educator, nobody you can name have saved more black children from the school to prison pipeline than Dr. Umar. No black professional you can name
Right.
have
Hey,
saved
he
more
hollering.
black children from special ed than Dr. Umar. No one you can name
That's a
has
fact.
reversed more black
Go ahead,
children's
talk your shit.
misdiagnoses than Dr. Umar. Nobody you can name has
Nobody.
empowered black parents more than I have to master and understand school law, special ed procedure, behavioral protocol and regulation. Nobody has done more to protect our kids in the schools and empower our parents to protect their children than Dr. Umar. I'm the reason that you know ADHD is a fraud.
Right.
I'm the reason that you took your child off Ritalin. I'm the reason you took your child out of special education.
Right.
Okay? So I'm not trying to toot my own horn or none of that, but don't be putting me in no box with no male life coaches who don't have my experience, my background. They don't do what I do, and they have not done what I
laid on that motherfucker.
Say what?
He just laid on the horn. He said, I ain't trying to toot my horn on.
Hey, he just gave his whole resume. Like, dang, you looking for a job, bro? Shit.
Talk your shit though. Go ahead.
Hey, I definitely respect it though. I'm still waiting on this school to open up though, but you know we're gonna say that to later in the podcast. Now he dropped this when people were trying to categorize him as a life coach when the Derek John stuff started happening. Now here's his response:
slandering black women, attacking black women, degrading black women. I count about a dozen. I'm gonna call them the dirty dozen of division. The triple D, the dirty dozen of division. There's about 12 members of the dirty dozen of division, 12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. I can't appreciate black men trying to make a dollar off of making black women feel bad.
Now, see, I want to pause it right there because that's the whole reason I can't get into nothing that Kevin Samuels be doing. Like, as soon as I see his videos, I just scroll past them joints. Like, okay, I don't care if what he's saying right. It's like you got a whole platform specifically dedicated to pointing fingers at black women. I just can't get jiggy with it. I never did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me let it go.
And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating. They're participating in the attacks and slander against the black female community, and that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable.
That's what he has to say about it. He said, you definitely quoting and referencing me, so you obviously watching me. Facts. He definitely hit it with the Queen Mother Goddess and all that crazy. He definitely watching. Like, he definitely a subscriber, Umar.
They following you.
So, hey, you know, I guess hate is what they say? Hate is one of the greatest forms of flattery. So, you know, we should just take it as that. What just happened is Dr. Umar got exposed to Kevin Samuels' whole fan base. We saw him get emotional as soon as his name came up, you know?
Right.
Like, but hey, that's that feminine energy up in him coming out. I think he just filled with feminine energy, man. His whole show seemed like some old gossip ass, you know, type shit, man.
That's why he's good at it.
That's why he's good at it.
Yeah.
You gotta be a sucker to do some sucker shit like that, man. No. Next, we have
1 year. I don't think it's sucker shit. It's just his lane. It is what it is. And women call in, so I can't be mad at. I don't think he go out his way to target women. Dr. Umar made a good point though. Black women feel like they need validation. That's why they seek him out. So but they need to have accountability. All he doing is telling women what he think and feel on his platform. He not going out, he ain't going to people pages and commenting under their pics. He not doing no extra
You're right.
shit. He found a lane because he said he wasn't even talking about this shit at first when he first was podcasting. He was on some other shit, and then this shit, something happened. I forgot what he said specifically happened. This shit started hitting, and women started calling in, and that's why he started doing it. So who needs to really have accountability at the end of the day? Him.
You're right though, because they are calling in. They're calling in to let him rate them.
Yeah.
Like who? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. You should already have enough self-worth. Why would you call in? I'm thinking they doing it just so that way they can get some clicks, some views, try to go viral for the clout. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do think they want some form of validation, like Dr. Umar said. That's why they're calling in. But women, like, they, as much as they don't want to act like they don't like some harsh reality or to deal with some, they love it. They love when somebody's upfront with them and straightforward. We could take it to relationships. A dude that's kind of open and upfront with a woman and don't lie to her can get over with her more, because women don't just want to be lied to at the end of the day. Some of them do. It stroke their ego and pride at the end of the day, but they do like some real shit too.
And if she like you enough, she gonna lie to herself. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
or just accept it for what it is, or be appalled. But I don't think they're gonna look at you indifferently as to opposed to lying to them. Know what I'm saying? Filling their head up with fantasy. So that's why I think he attractive to women too, because he gonna tell the cold hard truth. It's his truth, because he don't speak for all men, but they know they gonna get some real truth from that nigga.
We got a comment in the chat. Check out Steve the Dean Williams and Coach EO. Coach EO specifically pointed out that the reason women gravitate to him because it's like talking to a woman. He gives off feminine energy. I'm gonna have to go check him out later. I'm not hip to them. Good looking, Brian. That's crazy. Let's check out a little bit more Kevin Samuels so that way you can see what's going on.
Okay.
Are you
I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
you made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me what the model contracts are.
I don't want
to. I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But ma'am, you're not a. But you're not. But you're not that. Come on.
Like the ones that seem
okay.
Like a little bit.
Well,
insecure.
You said show me where the model contracts.
Say that one more time.
I ain't seen no really drop dead gorgeous girls call him though.
I seen one.
Would he rate her?
He didn't rate her. He told her she looked good, and it was kind of a reverse conversation. It was kind of weird. I was just checking it out this morning, just trying to see who he is, because like I say, I see the energy he be giving off, and I don't think it's anything positive for the community. I don't think it's nothing that we need. You said it's a lane. He filled a lane that needed to be filled. I mean,
no, I don't even know if it needed to be filled. He found a lane in his.
Oh, he definitely found a lane.
From a hustler's perspective, like I just see a nigga that's hustling. He found a lane and he stuck with because I saw one of his interviews that wasn't about this shit. He was talking about his life a little bit, and I don't think he initially even started off talking about dating and women and what they need. I think he was more open to all subjects, but this shit started hitting, so he started rolling with it.
Okay, shit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if it's working, double down on it. Fuck it. You feel me?
I mean, niggas is selling fast food in the hood with no conscience. You know what I'm saying? Investing in McDonald's franchises, chicken fast food franchises.
You right.
Conscience. It's all forms of black people doing shit to black people without no conscience. So I respect people that ain't physically harming you.
You right.
Might be emotionally harming them these females, but I think they know what they calling in for. So it's not like they ain't prepared.
Hey, I guess you're right, man. You better have tough skin because they already watched the podcast, so it's not like he foreign to him. That's crazy, man. Kevin Samuels, man. But like I said, man, I got Dr. Umar in the fight, man. 10-1.
Umar watching that nigga.
I'm taking all bets.
Fight and a debate.
Hey, definitely on the debate. Kevin Samuels wouldn't even have anything to really debate him about, man.
But
what would they debate about? The black woman?
I don't know. He a consultant, so he might could take that shit to the business area. I don't know I don't even know what they would debate about.
Maybe they should have a debate about the black woman.
What though? What would be their topic? What she need to work on, or how she need to better herself? Like what? That's condescending, like low key.
Yeah, you're right. I
don't think they would do that.
You're right. I don't think so either. Again, next we got Tim Scott right here. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
7 times by law enforcement officers. Not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 times in 1 year. as an elected official.
Hold on, let me rewind this. He's telling a story right now about how many times he was pulled over as an elected official.
America is not a racist country. In the course of 1 year, I've been stopped 7 times by law enforcement officers.
Also,
not
Tim
4,
Scott.
not 5, not 6, but 7 times in 1 year as an elected official. Was I speeding sometimes? Sure. But the vast majority of the time, I was pulled over for nothing more than driving a new car in the wrong neighborhood or some other reason just as trivial.
What the?
So which is it? Is America a racist country, or is America not a racist country? It seems like he's backtracking. It kind of seems like he'll just say whatever they pay him to say.
Wait, hold up. This new?
This is an older clip of, well, the first clip was new when he said America isn't racist.
No, I know that. I saw that already.
And that older clip was from during the Trump presidency when they were using him to slander Trump and how he's bringing racism out. You hear me?
Yeah, contradicting himself.
Yeah, he just contradicting himself. You know, and again, I'm not here to say that it's a racist country or not. I'm just here to say that obviously he's not somebody you can trust. He's back and forth over the subject. You know, we just gonna go ahead and point that out off top because that's one thing I don't like. You know, it either is or it ain't. Which is it? It can't be both at the same time, man. Like when you in power, it's not. And when you don't got the wheel, you using it to get the black vote. So sometimes, you know, they're just gonna keep playing on our emotions. Share.
As long as we keep letting them.
As long as we keep letting them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find a little these. Hold on 1 second. Share. I'm trying to share my screen. Oh, here we go. Tim Scott. It was funny. Hold on. Let me open these. Dang, it won't share. Dang, hold on, I'm geek right now. Hey, there you go. You know, popped up.
Yeah, I was eating.
I'm trying to share these pics of Kevin Samuels, man, looking crazy as heck, man. Oh, okay, there we go. I gotta open it first. Boom. Because what's funny is they say, can you see that?
That nigga look straight, get the female.
Y'all really be letting this nigga ruffle y'all feathers? Hey, looking like somebody's auntie out there.
Man, why would a nigga have to take pictures showing his fingernails like that?
Oh man, the whole everything is just off.
That's the most feminine shit ever.
From the piece up, from the hair piece he rocking, he need to just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on, man. And that's who they letting play with their emotions out here. That's who calling out Dr. Umar. That's crazy. Fruity. That's why I told you he's suspect. Remember I told you I thought he was suspect?
Yeah.
That's why I never rocked with him, man. His whole energy was just weird. It was just too feminine for me.
But we gotta stop doing that as men, because I hear men saying that shit a lot. We gotta stop being because it's feminine energy. Because you need a good balance of that shit. Because that'll make you toxic when you don't want to address feminine shit.
Getting female energy from male sources?
No, not even getting female energy. You just looking at it, get it from.
No. You want to get female energy. You need a balance.
Sometimes information could come from feminine energy. So you don't want to ignore somebody because they got feminine energy because they might have good vital information. And I feel like men do that shit a lot. We literally don't. I know I do that shit a lot. Because my nigga be trying to get me hip to all these new shows and all that shit. And because I know it's an agenda. So as soon as I see some gay shit, I'll be like, I ain't watching that shit. But he be telling me like the show get good, but I don't care about the show, but I be thinking about a life.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I ain't even watching New Power. They told me niggas was on there kissing. I'm like, I'm not even gonna watch the season though.
Mm-hmm.
They done messed it up. I done watched like all 5 seasons. Now I gotta stop watching it.
Yeah, because we can't give the shit no energy because they gonna see that it's being viewed, and when they see it's being viewed, that means it's making money, so they gonna keep doing that shit. So the best way to do it is to dead that shit, but we can't be scared to confront that shit though.
Yeah, it's just like I'm not trying. As soon as I see any of that two niggas kissing anything like that, I'm turning the TV off, man. I'm gonna go pick up a book, man. It's time to go read a book, man. Like they doing too much. And what's crazy is I know it's an attack on the youth. You know, it's not. They put these things in these places. They know who's watching these TV shows.
Further, I'll be watching these like different shows, and they literally always make it a gay black man. I don't care if it's a British show. Everybody else, they could be in a fucking the Knights of the Round Table shit type shit. They gonna put one black nigga in that bitch, and he gonna be the gay nigga.
I'm sorry, man.
You know what I'm saying? They be doing that shit. They pushing it hard, but.
And it's an attack on black masculinity right now. You know what I'm saying? Every time you look up, you got another leading black music entertainer or actor in a dress. You know, we just saw Kid Cudi tiptoeing around stage like he Patti LaBelle or somebody. Like, come on, kid, are you from Cleveland? Like, you doing the most, man. And that's the image that we supposed to be. I'm supposed to be letting my sons go by that. I don't know. I'm just raising men though, so it's not no knock to what they doing.
Yeah, because it ain't like we got a problem with that lifestyle or what they doing or them like as individuals anyway. It's just the media.
Yeah, it's just like
what the media is doing with it.
Yeah, that's what I don't like because, like I say, you can't put a parental block on regular Fox 8 now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta have cable. They getting a dose of it. I guess that's more on the parents because who bought the TV and who controls when it's on or off. I guess a little bit more accountability and responsibility has to go on us, but I don't know. We got a comment from James Willis, CEO. Every woman doesn't qualify for a high value man. Every man doesn't qualify for a high value woman. James, call in, James. I think I sent you the link in your chat, man. We want to hear what you got to say on this, man. Because I like your comment right there. I want you to elaborate on that. You know, I want to know what you think.
James working.
Yeah, James working. James getting some bread right now. James getting that bread, so he say if you want a high value man like him who working hard, you know, you got to be on your A game. You got to go brush up on your Kevin Samuels and get your ish together. You know? Yeah, I think that statement's definitely true though. Every woman doesn't deserve a high value man. Every man doesn't deserve a high value woman. That's why some people date the way they date. Some people know they ain't worth shit, so that's why they keep picking people who ain't shit. You know, when you got true self-love, you won't settle. You know what I'm saying? It's not even an option. Yeah, you won't compromise. And that's just that.
That's what people like it. They don't love themselves first.
Yes, we got James with a CEO. He's getting those overtime hours in. Ladies, go ahead, give him a call. Hit that inbox up. Shout out James, man.
Just add him. He'll inbox you.
Hey, that's funny, man. And this is who they be letting the ruffle their feathers. Looking like somebody whole auntie out here, man. He need to stop it, man. Coming at the Prince of Pan-Africanism, man. The King Kong of consciousness, man. What's wrong with him, man? Hey, that's funny, man.
Have done.
One more time. We gonna let him speak.
All right, y'all.
He's 12. I think I've counted 12 different YouTubian beta male wannabe life coaches that are out there slandering black women.
You see how he came up with his own word?
Man, that nigga raw as fuck.
Hey, the process of nomenclature. That's when you coming up with your own terminologies to define things. He just came up with utopian.
Yep.
How he just summed up his whole activity in a phrase. Like, I hate when people try to diminish stuff like that because they'll try to do the people in the conscious community like that. and call them hoteps or something like that. I'm like, he's a hotep. Or
But
he's
definitely, he getting his get back. That's
he
why
definitely is. He getting his funky off. And you know what? I'm lightweight on his team. So let's run that back.
Are out there slandering black women, attacking black women,
degrading.
I've counted 12 different YouTubian beta male wannabe life coaches that are out there slandering black women, attacking black women, degrading black women. I count about a dozen. I'm gonna call them the dirty dozen of division. The triple D, the dirty dozen of division. There's about 12 members of the dirty dozen of division, 12 beta males, YouTube life coaches, who are trying to build a platform by making black women feel bad. I don't like it. I can't appreciate black men trying to make a dollar off of making black women feel bad. And unfortunately, our black women, some of them are so thirsty for validation that they're participating. They're participating,
like you said,
in the attacks and
they
slander.
call in. So who are we to be mad at when they the ones calling in, when they already know what he about? Unless they really be, I don't know, because it's all a gimmick. No matter what you do when you call in, he about to try to twist that into some ratings. You feel me? Like, you can't do nothing right when you call in his show.
And he's saying it's right. Like, he just feeding off low frequency females. I don't even want to call them low frequency, but just insecure females. Really, that's what he's doing. He is feeding off that. That's his fan base right now.
Hey, you're right. He gonna make a lot of money off that because they feeding off of him at the same time. So I guess it's a vicious cycle. You know, he feeding them and they feeding. That's crazy. It is what it is, man. More power to him. Like I say, I'm not trying to knock his dollar. I don't know how he make his money. I don't know how he feeds his children. But you know, you calling out the wrong guy, man. You have to throw so much shade, man.
Right. Because he was a motherfucker. That's all he was doing was hating.
Yeah, he threw dude all the way up under the bus, man. We're gonna show that one more time. How this all got started
as a whole. But right now, let's get into the video and see what Kevin Samuels got to say.
You mean Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who has 2 children by 2 different women that he never married? Dr. Umar Johnson, the guy that for the last 10 years has not built brick one of a school he's collected money from. Dr. Umar, hold on, ma'am. Dr. Umar Johnson, the man who calls you queen, mother, goddess, and all this other kind of stuff. And again, for those who are keeping score, this is another woman who comes on and says, talk to us more like Umar. The Prince of Pan-African, Big Papa's in the house. Run my donations. I mean, shout out to Umar. I got no problem with the dude, but I think it's funny.
Run my donations. Why did he hit him with the run my donations, man? Hey, you remember that clip?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta pull that up, man. Dr. Umar.
He wasn't playing with them niggas.
Mad about donations? Is that what should I type in to bring that up? Because he was mad at the one lady that one day. You remember what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What did she send him? Like $10? She sent him $10.
That we could do better than that, queen, or some shit.
Oh no, we got it right here. We got it right here for you.
Hell no.
Let me share the screen real quick so y'all can see it. Here we go.
Y'all can hear that shit?
Oh, you can't hear it?
Uh-uh.
Hold on, let me share it again so you can hear it. You can't hear it. Stop screen share. Let me share it one more time so you can hear it. Ah, there we go. Chrome tab. Got y'all.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Donations. Donate.
Hear this nigga. It's just funny though.
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts.
All I hear is
Gifts. More gifts. More gifts.
Dang.
Sister Avanti. I hope he said your name right, and I hope I said your name right first off. Yes, ma'am. Secondly,
That's
ma'am.
crazy right there. That's definitely crazy, man. The boy's definitely hollering, man. He getting his paper, man. No doubt about it, man. I hope he does the right thing with that money, puts it back into the community where it's supposed to go. Anything you want to say to go ahead and wrap this one up with Kevin and the King Kong of consciousness, Dr. Umar?
Yeah, I think just Kevin was being on some petty shit and childish and feminine, like y'all said. And Umar just responded on some Umar gangster shit. We'll see where it goes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely on Umar's team, man, because he's definitely doing a lot for the community. I ain't seen Kevin Samuels doing. Oh, my mic ain't on. What? You can't hear me?
Your mic.
You can't hear me?
Nope. Yeah, we're about to wrap this up. Gotta go 45 minutes in. All right, y'all.
Northeast Ohio, PVO Clothing's back with specials on gold and diamond grills. Step up your flex with diamonds any grade. Solid gold teeth starting at $60 a tooth. 10 to 24 karat available. Stop in today. Call 1-440-898-0000 for more details. You won't find a better quality for the price anywhere. We already checked. Located right next to Planet Fitness at 1509 Minner Avenue, Painesville, Ohio. Talk is cheap, Northeast Ohio. Put your money where your mouth is today. Missing teeth? Not a problem. Tops and bottoms? We gotcha. We also offer silver, white gold, platinum, and rose gold. Stop in and get your teeth today. Ha! She say it's something about us trap niggas.